Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Josie's Point of View, where we focus on human interest stories from the Carolinas and beyond. Today's Thursday and it's August the 26th, 2021. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, I'd like to say welcome. Thank you for stopping by. And if you're a returning viewer, by all means, thank you so much for coming back. Here in YouTube world, we recognize that the tide changes frequently, so you have to stay on top of things and you have to recognize where your support comes from. So thank you for your support. Please take a few minutes to like and to share this video, and by all means, feel free to subscribe. Thank you. And our story today comes from the city of Rayford, which is in Hope County, North Carolina. Take a look at the headline. And it reads, Air Force service member from North Carolina dies in Kuwait. I'll provide you with a summary, and as always, I'll place links to a few of the full articles in the description box. I took a few days off to celebrate my birthday, and my birthday was Wednesday of last week, so this story is a bit delayed. And even though this is not necessarily a type of news I enjoy sharing, whenever it does happen, I believe it's appropriate to recognize the individuals and acknowledge the vital role they play in defense of our nation. We learned 2 weeks ago that a North Carolina native Air Force Chief Master Sergeant Tresse King, pictured here, age 54, formerly of Rayford, here in North Carolina, we learned that she had died in Kuwait. And the most shocking part of the news announcement for her family and friends was that her death was not combat related, and there was absolutely no indication that she had been sick. And this is what has been reported. The Department of Defense states that Chief Master Sergeant King was in Kuwait supporting Operation Inherent Resolve. And according to reports on Monday, August the 2nd, she had told individuals in a close circle that she was not feeling well. She was found unresponsive a few hours later, and unfortunately, attempts to revive her were unsuccessful. It was reported that she passed away on August the 3rd, and as expected, it was also stated that her death is under investigation. Now, Chief Master Sergeant King was assigned to Eglin Air Force Base in Florida. That was her permanent duty station. And as previously mentioned, she was in Kuwait supporting Operation Inherent Resolve. And so she was part of a multinational peacekeeping force in Kuwait, and she had been there since this past January. Chief Master Sergeant King had served in the Air Force for approximately 30 years at the time of her death. And the saddest part of all is that she was preparing to retire later this year. In fact, her mother stated that her friends had already started planning her retirement party in November, which is her birth month, and she would have turned 55 years old. This is just so tough, so sad, so very sad. Her body was returned to the United States on August the 6th, and here are a few pictures from her dignified transfer, which took place at Dover Air Force Base in Delaware. And for those of you who may not know, a dignified transfer is a solemn military procedure honoring the returns of the remains of a service member from the theater of operations where they have died in service to the United States. And this is one of those military ceremonies that would always bring tears to your eyes and leave you with a lump in your throat. If you see one, you will never forget it. And again, the pictures are courtesy Dover Air Force Base. A celebration of her life was held right here in Rayford, North Carolina on August the 14th. We have a saying, if you want to know about a service member's military accomplishment, no words are needed. All you have to do is take a look at what he or she wears on her chest. It speaks for itself, and it tells their story. And by all accounts, Chief Master Sergeant King has had a remarkable career with almost 30 years of service to this nation. And just by looking at her chest, you know she has accomplished a great deal in her military career. Sadly, she departed this earth just a few months short of her retirement. But she departed this earth still in service to the United States. So I want to take a few minutes and pause briefly to honor her and to recognize the sacrifices she has made. So, Air Force Chief Master Sergeant Tresse King, rest well, my friend, and thank you for your service. And that's all I have for you right now. Feel free to leave me a comment below and let me know what you think about this video. And by all means, feel free to like and to share it. And if you haven't done so, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel by clicking on that red subscribe button on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And if you click on the notification bell, you'll be the first to know whenever a new video is uploaded. I thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.